and another book. And it is a great book. So I do recommend this book, No Man is an Island, by Thomas Merton. Amazing monk and poet. Beautiful soul and spirit. But that's actually not what I'm here to talk about. I want to talk about love again. I have just been wrestling with the fear of loving again or trying to love again. And it's so interesting because, love is such a word we use so freely, and can be so deep, but at the same time so casual. And it's not casual for me anymore since losing my son. I mean, when I lost my dad, the gift of losing a parent, because the natural order of things is that after a certain phase of grieving, they trigger that desire to live to the fullest, because we get our first taste of our mortality and our first major loss when we start losing our parents, because they at least for me, my father was a huge foundation. So that crushed me, but also inspired me. But upon losing my son, it was a different wave of devastation. And it's funny because it was the exact opposite, and maybe because it is unnatural, but it just crushed me, and also put a lot of power in my pain and a lot of fear in my pain. And I've recently recognized that I am afraid to let people get close to me now, because it's like, wait a minute, if I love you and then you die before me, I'm going to have to feel shitty and horrible and devastated again. And I don't know if I can handle that anymore. So, but that isn't a way to live. And what would be the point of having shared these incredible lives if you can't live again and love again? So, anyway, cut to all this thinking. And I realized that with love and the power of my connection, I'm learning that love is a constant flow from the other side. And it's mine to have anytime I want it, as long as I'm not cutting it off. And it's also mine to share and receive. So, though what I've learned from this is my fear of loving other people, I found love for in my inner self and in my connection, which is really powerful and very healing. It's bringing so much light into my space, which I never really thought could happen. But I want to read you guys something. And it's short, and it's, again, from this wonderful book. The gift of love is the gift of the power and the capacity to love, and therefore to give love with full effect is also to receive it. So love can only be kept by being given away, and it can only be given perfectly when it is also received. So, love. Thank you for listening. And also thank you so much for taking the time to watch my last post, which was about judgment, pity, empathy, and love. I appreciate that. So, thank you.